despite its familiar cliche trappings, is actually a crazy good time. So,
Crazy Rich Asians.
Crazy Rich Asians.
So, I will admit that the first time I saw the trailer, I was a lot more emotional. That might just be because I live in a Trump America, so I misunderstood the adjectives of crazy and rich put together, because they're not saying that the Asian people are crazy and rich. They're saying that these are Asians that are crazy rich, by which I mean their wealth is so substantial to fathom it is only like the tip of the iceberg with what was presented with this movie.
Yeah.
So with that in mind,
I mean, I looked at the title, and my first thought was like, oh my god, Hollywood, you're so tone deaf, was honestly kind of my first thought. I was like, because I didn't quite get the culture misunderstanding. I didn't get, not culture,
the adjective misunderstanding?
the adjectivism, if you want to call it that.
Yeah.
That you got, but so much is like, oh wow, that's like we made like a black comedy, like those crazy black people. That's kind of like, it's kind of that
crazy
same level.
Poor blacks. That's the context that I understand.
Yeah, it's and that sounds like, oh man, Hollywood, no.
I also found out later after that trailer that it was a book that I also did not bother to read because I still thought the title was dumb. But having seen the movie, yeah, okay, I get it. All right, that's appropriate.
No, like, I actually had a really good time with this movie. I was surprised by how much I enjoyed this movie.
I think it's just, I really like the soundtrack.
The soundtrack was good. Yeah, I did like. So I think what it came down to for me, because I'm not a romantic comedy guy. I don't go out of my way to go watch them.
You don't believe in the power of love, despite money.
It's more like every rom-com I've seen follows the exact same formula, and it got redundant and annoying. And this one, to be fair, this one does follow the same form. Like, you've seen this movie before.
I've seen this fucking K-drama. I've seen this fucking K-drama, J-drama, Chinese drama, probably Thai.
The point is, you've seen this before.
Manga, light novel, we can go on.
Okay. The point is, this is not a new story. This is a story you've seen. This story you've seen a million times. And again, I'm gonna kind of.
In fact, they probably did this story with white people.
I know they have. Like, that's not even a question. I know they have. But anyway, so I'm going to parrot another thing movie Bob said, because I watched his review like right before I walked into this one, where it's like, it's not so much like the overall trappings of the movie so much as what's between the beats you're familiar with.
Yeah.
And the beats in this movie are really, really good because we kind of have talked about this movie culturally as well as the context of the action movie, because like, this has actually been a really good year for minority representative like mainstream movies.
I would have to say that
between this and Black Panther.
Yeah, I would have to say that the hype is understandable. I would say that if I was basing this on, objectively basing this is like your standard rom-com. But the thing that makes this so amazing is that it's basically 99% Asian except for the 2-3 white people in the beginning. Yeah, like and I guess the extras of New York.
Yeah, like and it's a mainstream movie and it's popular. Those are the two big. Like, and the movie's good too. I mean, it's not maybe my top 10 years, but like it's a really good time where it is. So it's like it's not only it's a standard mainstream movie that's doing really well. That's also getting critically acclaimed too. Like a lot of people saying everyone's kind of saying, like, yeah, this is a fun time. So that really kind of helps that image, and it tells Hollywood, like, hey, we want, like, this is an okay thing to have.
Yeah, it's okay.
It really does set, like, even though it is a standard rom-com, it really does send a strong message to Hollywood that this, like, this is marketable. This is something people want now.
Yeah, because we've been doing, like, for the last 40 years.
I know. I know that. Again, I'm not saying I don't know that. I'm saying Hollywood.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I
mean, you get what
we're coming off of Black K Klansman from yesterday, so it's completely understandable. This is like a very huge 180 in the talk of
no, it's been an interesting week.
Racial inclusion, and it's just Tuesday.
I know. This week has already been a fucking roller coaster.
So this is a very huge 180 compared to Black Hate Klansman.
Yeah, very different conversation.
Which is like it was interesting to get 2 hours of hateful rhetoric spouted at my head. And that gave me some emotions, and then this one was just sort of like, yeah, this just is what happens when you show people acting like people.
Yeah.
They're rich people, but they still act exactly how,
well, it just goes to show, like, again, that you can still make a familiar rom-com good if you just let people fucking act. Because honestly, as far as rom-coms go, this is like the least shenanigan-y one I've seen in a long time.
Oh my god. Don't get me started on Amy Schumer movies.
Oh, we don't.
Or Melissa McCarthy.
Why would you do this to me?
Oh, because you showed me that Twitter.
Oh, yeah, the Twitter. Like the Melissa McCarthy mean tweets on Jimmy Fallon? Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah.
Where it just said, Melissa McCarthy is the Medea for white people. Which is like, it's kind of true. It's kind of true. But
she is.
But no, like, there wasn't, like, any obnoxious pratfalls. They weren't any, like, oh, suddenly there's a dick in somebody's face, whack-a-doo, there's none of that. And it's like...
Wait, no, yes, there was. Exactly once.
When was that?
It was when, definitely gay cousin got definitely not a gold digger girl to go to guy who launched a rocket launcher, and then they had sex at the reception, and his pants were down.
All right,
you don't see dick. You don't see dick.
I'm talking about like it's like when they say like the no homo bro kind of humor, where it's like some guy's dick and balls on top of another guy's face.
Oh no!
I'm talking about like that kind of shit, that kind of schlocky scene bullshit, romantic comedies.
We just get the heterosexual kind, I guess.
But no, in this case, like, it's not only a mainstream popular movie with a predominantly Asian cast, it's also a well-written and really well-acted one. And it's for all its trappings and all things like, okay, yeah, I've seen that before, it gets away with it because it's also really sincere.
Yeah.
And you can tell, you can tell there's a lot of passion behind this.
The worst part was they were doing so many puns, and I was trying really hard not to fucking laugh. And I guess it's genetic. I always thought I was weird because I loved puns. But my family has done puns. Their family does puns. My favorite cousin does puns. My favorite cousin is Astrid in this movie, by the way, except nice. He's a guy.
And like, also I liked how it did some tropes in a way that was still really likable, in a way like any other movie that's been so annoying.
Yeah.
Like the quippy best friend.
Oh, instead of being like a ginormous nerd, she's just like equally rich, not quite as rich as
clearly living off daddy. Who did kind of have a great opening joke.
Yeah.
Where he's playing up the stereotypes, like, I'm just kidding, I went to New York.
The worst part is,
what?
I've actually done that to somebody.
Oh, have you really?
So we have time for one story.
Okay, not this is, like, no, honestly, I'm gonna let you have the floor for a while, because I'm gonna do most of the talking so far. So.
Basically, this story is, somebody came knocking on the door, and I was living at my friend's house, and he was, like, asking for money for newspapers, and they were homeless or something like that. I don't know. Basically, I noticed scam, right? Okay. So I let him do all the talking for like 2.5 minutes, right? Mm-hmm. And at the very end, right, I just sort of do this thing with the door, and I said, "Oh, so sorry, no English, no English," and then just like that very like passive Asian, close the door. So sorry, no English.
Okay, so on that note, let's go into the topic of how you felt about this. I am curious because, like, between yesterday and today, you had like some very emotional, like, processes through very different movies.
This is I've had some of these family conversations with so at least in my family we have matriarchs and patriarchs if he's alive, because women live longer. That's just it. Like, my grandma's 95. Both of my grandpas are passed away also at 95. So I mean, bless grandma.
She's not watching this.
No, I don't want her to die, asshole.
I thought you were like apologizing in advance.
No, bless grandma as in like live longer, asshole.
I don't know these things.
But
You see this color? You can only find this at a napkin factory.
anyway, yeah, no, just
I didn't make that joke, by the way. Just
the passive aggression. It's pretty spot on. Actually, no, that's a little bit real. That's pretty much it.
too real.
A little too real.
And by the way, whoever played the mom in this, goddamn, she was fucking great.
Oh my god, it was so great when she just bought the hotel at the beginning. And the only bigger fuck you could have been if she just said, by the way, you're fired.
I know, right? I was kind of waiting for that.
I wanted it so bad.
But at the same time, what's worse though, saying you're fired or making him work for you?
Oh my god, it would be. That's why I'm just a short-sighted American. So yeah, it just sort of like reminds me that I probably could be doing a lot better if I just moved back home to Taiwan. But I don't read any Chinese. That's my problem.
You're doing good. You're gonna be fine, man.
Oh yeah, no, I'll be fine eventually. For an Asian in America, but whatever. No need for that here. This is a
That's
nice
a conversation for another time.
This is a nice, positive movie that celebrates being Asian in Asia. I don't know if there's going to be a sequel. Apparently just books, as in plural.
Based on the way this movie's doing, I wouldn't be surprised if there's a sequel.
It would be kind of weird if they didn't resolve Astrid beyond just leaving her husband. There's
Oh, yeah. And that being said, like, I like the way that B plot ended.
That B plot ended fine, but at the same time, it's just like you want to know like more about her. I don't know. It just
No, I can see what you're saying.
there was a lot at the end where I was just like, yeah, let's. When's the sequel happening in like 10 years?
I don't know, honestly.
It'll be like Kingdom Hearts 3, 14 years later.
I don't know. Like, at the same time, they're probably gonna announce like the sequel like tomorrow, based on the way this movie's doing so far. Because this thing's been insanely popular right now.
Yeah, and
Which good. That's a very good thing.
You can. It's okay, Mike.
No, I'm saying that genuinely. Like, I'm glad. Like, I'm not saying that as a. I'm trying not to sound racist kind of thing.
No. It's okay, Dean. Deanily Dean.
Deanily Dean.
I actually really like Constance Wu, the main girl in this movie, because she's also the mom in Fresh Off the Boat.
Okay.
And there's a lot of things in that show where I'm like, oh, so that's what my mom would be like if she was a little bit whiter, and at the same time be like, yeah, my mom's definitely like that. So it's just nice. It's nice to what's the word? It's sort of like puts the
heart, maybe.
No. It's
perspective.
It's like what BoJack did for me.
Okay. So it emotionally resonates.
Yeah. It just resonates well with me.
Okay.
And it's not, and you don't do it in an annoying way.
No,
even though there are annoying characters, like the guy with the rocket launcher. Is she okay? Is she dead?
Oh yeah, there's just a part for like a second when this asshole is like firing rocket launchers off a cargo ship, and this like hot bikini baby like gets behind it as it's firing. She just like launches off.
So yeah, the context of that is that's a bachelor party.
Yeah.
But
by the way, just quick. Like, I don't really need to spend.
I guess we have to go through the beats. Yeah.
Just because again, like if you've seen the trailer, you kind of know the beginning, middle, and end of where this is going.
If you saw the trailer, you know the plot.
Yeah, it's basically a Meet the Parents, but with crazy rich Asians. where it's about like instead of like usually it's like the guy who dates the rich girl and he has to impress the parent. They're doing the gender flip. That's the American version.
Oh, okay. No. The girl meeting rich guy is common in Asian stories. In fact, I can like name off like 4 K dramas like right now. I won't.
No, please don't.
Coffee Prince. There we go.
There's
Just
one.
the start.
All right, but now that's like the American equivalent. It's the guy meets the parents, and then it's usually the dad and the husband that don't get along.
Yeah,
like,
and
like Meet the Fockers is a good example.
Yeah, and then this one it's usually the soon-to-be mom and the current mom, and the reason that is just there's this heavy cultural thing of still mostly misogynistic of like the girl joining the family, and what does that mean? Like that's why that scene with the private investigator was so fucked
Without
up.
giving away spoilers.
Are we not spoiling this movie? Do you not know the beats of this movie already, viewer?
I don't know. Okay, fair enough. There's
They're crazy rich Asians.
Without giving away too much, that something happens in the end that causes the main the dramatic finale basically that leads into the third act. So a lot of something dramatic is gonna happen at some point. Something does, and they break up for a while. But they're gonna get back together. It's some big romantic gesture that happens at the end that was very sweet, and it works. And again, a big reason why it works again, it's because this movie doesn't have a cynical bone in its body. Like dramatic things happen, but it's very sincere. Again, you can tell by people who wanted to make a good representative movie. Like I said, it's kind of like how I kind of feel about Black Panther. Like we get one shot at this, we are not gonna fuck this up.
I mean, okay, so in case you haven't, for context sake, main dude's mom has a wedding ring that her husband needed to get crafted because she wasn't allowed to have the family ring. Which ends up being the plot device in the end, I guess.
But there was a nice. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
But my point about that is, in actual culture, receiving the Ring of Defiance which is kind of what that is.
Okay.
Is a pretty big deal.
Like how big?
Like, what's the best way to put it? It's like. It sort of puts that mom in the spotlight too, because it's sort of like
it's like an open endorsement.
It's sort of like usurping grandma.
Oh, okay. The iron will of grandma.
There's some Game of Thrones shit that I have to explain. We don't have enough time in this video.
I believe that.
There's some serious Game of Thrones shit. And I only know this because. I'm not part of that race no more. I'm not lying. Anyway.
Like, part of that what does that mean?
Oh, I'll tell you off camera.
Okay.
It's not something I'm supposed to share.
Fair enough. I respect that.
Yeah, just... yeah, I mean, the way the news travels that fast on Twitter, that's very... very much how rich people act.
I was surprised that because the whole thing cascades when rich guy invites his girlfriend, who's an economics professor, to their family wedding. I guess there's an Asian spy that works for the family nearby.
Oh no, that's just I think she's like a real thing.
Is she?
I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised.
Either way, point is
I kind of remember seeing that actress. I just don't remember from where.
Either way, point is she snaps a picture and finds who's this girl, and it's here's Rachel Chu or something. And next thing you know, this gigantic throne tree erupts, and everyone's I found who is she? Where is she? She's I found her on Facebook. Everyone's track down the information. And then it cuts back, and they're still in the restaurant. Which I'm all of this happened in 10 minutes.
Yeah, no, that's the NSA has got nothing on these people. Apparently, I would say some of that is moderately exaggerated. I would say it's not 10 minutes. It would be 2 hours,
give or take.
Is she from the Chu dynasty?
Oh god, no, but
I like the one guy though who's are you sure you're spelling it right?
Oh, yeah, it's
CHEW CHIU CHIUE.
Just 5,000 different ways.
Yeah. Yeah.
But no, like this movie's really like. I'm glad I saw it. I honestly I needed this fucking movie today because this day was sucked ass.
Yeah, I had a pretty long day too.
But no, like it's got its heart's in the right place. I mean, there definitely still like some more cliche characters like the jock or like the overly flamboyant gay person.
Yeah.
I mean, but it's and like the quirky best friend. But again, it never feels like it's doing anything offensively or like doesn't feel like the intentions to hurt at all.
I think it's just nice that the quirky best friend wasn't like that. Hi, I'm your best friend.
Yeah.
Nerd piece of shit.
Yeah.
Like I am for your show.
You are not, sir. You are a valued member here.
Oh, okay. That makes you feel nice.
No, but she's actually in Ocean's 8, and it's good to see her like breathe as an actor, and so like, okay, she's actually a really good acting force. It's really funny. So like, I want to see more of that actress now. Like Ocean's 8 was meh, but
I think she's like a YouTuber. I remember her name was like Aquafina, but it was like spelled weird.
That sounds like a YouTube thing. But no, like I mean, all the acting all around is
see, Aquafina. It's like awkward. Oh, she's a rapper.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I see it now. Okay, yeah.
Based on her acting in Ocean's 8, that makes a lot of sense.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, she plays a grifter on that one.
Yeah. That's right.
And so like all these all these characters, like even like the boyfriend who like in any other movie would just kind of be like the person that stands there. Here he's actually given a fair amount of depth. A lot of the characters are given a fair amount of depth.
I mean, yeah.
Especially the mom. The mom gets steals the fucking show.
Well, I mean, if the dad was there, he would probably be stealing the show too.
But I like that. I get it. I like it.
Or no, the other trope is the dad is there, but he's totally okay with the girl, and he thinks he's like using his man powers to try and say you're overreacting, honey. But then she's still the matriarch. So.
Yeah, but I like also the fact that this is a movie. Like again, it's about making a movie about like largely minority casting, but also about female empowerment.
Yeah, that's nice.
So again, like I like both those elements, and they work very well together in this case.
Yeah.
Like again, but by the end, there are certain segments like, yeah, you fucking get him, girl.
There was definitely a time or two where I was just like, now say fuck you. Give that big New York fuck you.
Embrace the New Yorkie inside.
And seriously, is that really the worst thing your kid could marry? An economics professor at NYU? Tenured. I think she was tenured too. No, she wasn't tenured. She was just the professor.
Well, I think wasn't mostly just the family thing.
Oh yeah, no, it's absolutely just the family thing.
Yeah, more than anything else about the whole like you came from.
You're a love child.
Yeah, all that shit.
Americans follow their passion, which is also like
a big no-no.
No, and also a very real thing.
I'm gonna take your word for that.
Yeah. There are times when I'm talking to Asian people, and then when I'm talking to Asian American people, and it's a very different tone I receive.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, that tone was brought correctly to poor Rachel Chu. She's that's gonna be her life. Man. Oh, you're Asian American. How interesting. Tell us more about that. Fuck you, bitch. Little bit more New York.
Yeah,
thin
just
slice
like
and
just like a little bit of punch.
Yeah.
Buck, bitch.
I mean, I definitely would have slapped mom after revealing that I'm something deeply I did not even know about.
Yeah, that had some layers. But again, I like all the plots in the movie. I like where they went. I like how they wrapped up, and they wrapped up that was very, very character driven. This is a very despite the fact that it's a romantic comedy, it's definitely playing to the romantic comedy formula. This is still a very character driven movie, and I appreciate that.
Can we open a window?
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I appreciate you asking me instead of just like passive aggressive opening the door.
I'm sorry.
You don't need to. That's just me reinforcing that you're asking.
Yeah. Anyway,
but
that's better.
No, like I highly recommend this movie. I had a really good time with it.
Yeah, it was cute. I mean,
Best rom-com I've seen in a long time, so.
It's cute, and support Asians in film, I guess.
Yeah. If like you're a fan of rom-coms, like traditional rom-coms, you'll like it.
If you like Coffee Prince, you'll like it.
Yeah. If you like soap operas, you'll like it apparently, even though they like made the self-aware joke there.
Oh my god. That was great.
Like, I feel like I'm in a K soap opera, I play the villain.
And I'm like trying to gold dig away at you. Also, yeah, there's the shit with the fish on the bed. Would not surprise me in real life.
Oh damn, really?
Yeah.
Man.
It's usually just
cutthroat.
It's probably just a fish head though, because,
you gotta carry the whole fish up there, and that's a lot of
well,
work.
yeah, it's just like fish, like you can like put it in a bag and roll it out. It's a lot easier.
Yeah.
Plus, like, it's more, what was that, Godfather?
Yeah.
It's more Godfather, which is the head.
Well, that was a horse's head. That was about the size of that fucking fish.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I feel like gutting the fish was, it was a nice touch.
And in The Godfather, it wasn't just any horse, it was that guy's favorite horse.
Yeah.
So it was a personal fuck you horse head.
Definitely.
But
oh man, when she showed up in her dress and just like went
you're in my way.
You're in my way.
That's kind of like, yeah.
And I was just, and I actually did like a little like clap, but nobody joined in. I was like, oh.
There were a few moments people got involved, people started clapping. Like, no, this is probably the best rom-com I've seen since like The Big Sick. I like The Big Sick better than this, but I still think like
I would say that The Big Sick is more honest.
Yeah, I would definitely agree on that. No, like Big Sick is definitely an overall much better movie, but it's like as far as like rom-coms I really enjoyed.
Yeah.
I'd like say this is really good.
Mostly because the Big Sick's story actually happened, and this is just the book.
Yeah. But according to you, this might actually happen somewhere.
Yeah, it's probably happening right now. People get married all the time.
Big fancy Waynes is paying for to incredibly rich, wealthy bachelors.
I will admit though, when the fucking wedding aisle of not even their wedding, of the cousins.
Yeah, the best friend's wedding.
Oh yeah, the best friend's wedding came in with like the water, and then the flowers that the children had flown earlier like started flowing. I was like, that's fucking cool. I kind of oh, like that's cute. That's pretty. Well, no,
that's a really cool idea too. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's clever. That's clever.
So many girls are gonna steal that idea.
I'm sure.
And so many churches are gonna be so mad.
Like, God damn it! Fuck it! There's been like a slip and slide in the middle there, like that tarp.
Anyway,
coming in for a landing, honey.
So
that's how I want my wedding.
Yeah. Do you have anything else you want to say?
I think I pretty much covered everything I want to say.
Yeah, we can. I'll tell you about it off camera, but let's talk about trailers that we missed out, and I guess I don't know. A lot of them happened again.
Yeah, there's a few repeats. Well, we got the Spanish one at the start. That was kind of interesting.
Yeah. So
like, yeah, Veremos or something like that. I tried to write as fast as I can before Google couldn't autocorrect me.
Oh, yeah, it got autocorrected. I forgot. It's basically. Oh yeah. The kid that may or may not go blind.
Yeah, that one.
And then they're like, "Well, you're 10, so I guess you can have a bucket list."
Of course.
Oh, but it's also in Spanish, so it's all
subtitled.
Soy age 10. It's the bucket list.
Do you know your Spanish numbers, sirs?
No. I did not take Spanish.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7. Oh no, 7, 6. It's like siete. No,
Ocho.
Oh, ocho is 8.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think 7.
I don't know 7. I only know Ocho is 8 because of dodgeball. ESPN 8, the Ocho.
9 Diaz. Diaz is 10.
I didn't know that.
Now you do.
Well,
you uneducated swine.
More importantly, you fucked up your Spanish just enough to not get deported.
Wow. We're on a happier movie, sir. We're not talking about Trump's America today.
We're at the trailers. It's all open. It's open season.
All right, fine. Then we got Searching, which is like this movie's hardcore attempt to justify its dumb fucking setup gimmick. And like it's like a new lens of filmmaking, and like it's gonna add new vocabulary. It's like, dude, this is gimmicky, cheap, and you did it because it cost you like $20 to film.
I guess the other thing is that
You did because Unfriended made a bunch of money, and you wanted in on that bucks.
I guess what I saw was a movie that was trying its best to justify itself the same way Cloverfield justified shaky cam.
Yeah, I'm like at least that moves places. To me, like this concept or inherently makes no sense. It's like, do you just stare at yourself no matter what you're doing on your computer? Because I don't know anyone that does that. I don't know why you... And more importantly, do you talk to everyone on your computer through a video cam? Does everyone do that? Inherently, there's someone's like, nobody does this.
Yeah, I mean, it's too much bandwidth. I mean, we live in a world with Comcast.
And you're like...
Comcast isn't down with video chat.
I mean, you probably use like the best connection in the apartment, and you don't use video chat for anything.
I mean, I share my screen, but even then, not video chat.
Yeah, because again,
if I wanted to see you, we'd hang out in person.
And more importantly, do you not move to other rooms? Like, do you not go out and talk to people in person? Go hunt down shit? If you're really that committed? So you're just a lazy dad looking for his possibly murdered daughter because you won't even get off your fucking ass and get off your fucking computer. So now already this concept makes no fucking sense. And then they're really just trying to jerk themselves so hard and say, like, look how ambitious we are. Oh, we're so new. Oh, God. Anyway, no.
We're as revolutionaries. Important supremacy.
Oh, new vocabulary to cinema. Oh. Oh, God. Oh, new concept. Oh. That was the aftershock. Anyway.
Yeah. Clearly. I just don't like how it was aimed at my face.
What is misery love? Just waste otherwise.
Oh.
That's why it's coming out in theaters.
I'm telling Laura.
But
Mike fake cummed on me.
Moving on. Then we got Night School.
All right.
That was a new trailer. Still fuck this movie.
You know, I guess it's nice to see the Tiffany Haddish actress.
Yeah.
She's not the buffoon. She's
still the buffoon.
Yeah,
she's
but
a smarter buffoon.
I don't know.
I mean, Kevin Hart's the bigger buffoon.
Kevin
for
Hart's
sure.
the goddamn buffoon. Let's be honest.
Yeah, to be fair.
But it's nice that it seems that she can be in a somewhat smarter role.
Let's not give her too much credit yet.
I mean, there's that other movie, the one about Don't Catfish My Sister.
The fucking
Which was yesterday.
The Tyler Perry movie. Yeah, fuck that.
Okay, wait. Puns are like Tyler Perry movies for Asians. I'm just kidding. That's awful.
Oh, like, dude, don't demean them like that.
Puns are bad. Okay.
Not Medea bad.
Oh, that's true.
That's a low bar, man. Have some self-respect.
Puns are pretty fucking bad.
Not nerd bad.
Okay, no, you're right. Anyway, what was next?
This is the one where it's like, wasn't there a movie like this, like back in the 80s?
Oh, What Men Want.
And like, what men want.
I
and then you looked it up and it's like, yeah, this is like what women want. And then like the title comes out like what men want.
I was like,
motherfucker.
Well, no, for me, I was just like, oh, okay. as long as they're aware of what they're doing. Basically, in 2000 is when that film came out. Mel Gibson was in a movie called What Women Want, and he got struck in the head or chemicals or whatever, and then he could read the minds of only women, and then was really good at interacting with women. And then the joke was feminism, apparently.
Yeah.
Doesn't age well.
So they're trying that. They're doing the same thing they did with the Ghostbusters movie. Like they're trying to do like, hey, let's remake it but swap the genders. Which, okay, I'm not inherently against, but it's like of all the movies you could have gone with, even with what women want.
Yeah.
Like that's the one you go with.
I just see like a Lenny Turtletop kind. What has anyone done What Men Want yet?
Yeah, I can see it. You know, actually,
Like a J.K. Simmons kind of guy.
Why just do the mustache?
Oh, because that's how I see him.
You see him as Hitler?
No, it's the big bushy mustache. Also, I was too lazy to use both hands.
Oh, okay. Anyway.
No, because this is Hitler.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, this is Hitler.
Is
no,
it?
wait, this is Dr. Evil. But this is also Hitler.
How do you know so many things about the Hitler fingers?
I'm making shit up.
Oh, okay. It's like I should be really worried.
And this is the handlebars.
God.
It's what I aspire for, what I cannot grow.
So that's what men want. It looks stupid. Then we got On the Basis of Sex.
What was that one?
Something.
Oh, the Ruth Bader Ginsburg movie.
Yeah, that one looks interesting.
Yeah.
I'm curious about that one. Like, it's Felicity Jones from Rogue One, except now she's a lawyer fighting for equal rights.
She's the girl that would eventually become our Supreme Court Justice.
Yeah.
Ruth Bader, you don't know her?
I mean, I know the name.
She's our actual Supreme Court Justice.
Yeah, now I know for sure.
She's the trailblazer for women's rights.
Yeah.
With that one case that they're talking about. Anyway.
Yeah.
Very Oscar worthy.
That minor case going through, like, that's probably gonna pop up at the Supreme Court when the new judge comes in. Yeah. What's it called again? Roe versus. Anyway, we're not gonna talk about that today. Moving on. Then we got Life Itself.
Which one was that one?
That was with Oscar Isaac and Olivia Wilde. The pretentious looking one.
The one that I couldn't even tell what it was about?
Yes, like love, romance.
Love, romance, the theater.
Pretty much. Like, that one looks kind of pretentious, I'm not gonna lie.
I don't know. If I can't identify your plot, you know.
Mine was more like the one Oscar. I'm thinking Oscar's like, dude, you're coming on way too strong here.
It's sort of like...
like, anyone else, like, heard these same speech of Oscar Isaac growing up, like, run away. You're gonna die in a dumpster.
See, for me, I was like, this is the kind of, like, confusing that, oh shit, what was that one movie trailer with Skull Bear?
Annihilation.
Yeah. Like, I was...
Fucking refraction.
I was watching this trailer, and I was watching that trailer, you know, and when I watched that trailer, I had the same exact feeling of confusion. I was just like, make your point. It's also that with the Dog Days movie.
Oh, yeah.
What was the plot of that?
Nobody knows.
Nah.
It came out, nobody knows still.
Still nobody knows.
I just know, like, this one, Oscar Isaac has lines where it's like, marry me. It's like, we've been dating for, like, less than a year. It's like, I know, it's amazing being able to hold back this long, which, like, in theory sounds romantic, and practically, like, dude, he's gonna cut up your body and, like, form a heart in various trash cans around the city.
For me, I was like, dude, you haven't even, like, let her fart on you yet, okay? Like, calm the fuck down. Okay? At least the guy in this movie we just watched waited a year.
I just imagine Oscar Isaac driving the car that, like, Krieger drives in Archer. So, like, and if you get an aerial view of it, it forms a happy face. That's kind of how I view Oscar Isaac in this movie.
Yeah, I see it.
And then we got Widows. I actually really want to see this one.
Oh, the heist movie with the really bad title?
I don't know if it's that bad.
I don't know. It's just like...
I don't know, man. I just know it has... It's like Viola Davis married to Liam Neeson. I'm fucking sold.
I guess I just think the title could be not that.
I don't know. It didn't really bother me personally.
Oh, I just thought it was dumb.
It kind of looks like a B movie anyway, like a slightly more dramatic B movie, but it's still like, it's like, all right, so
I don't know,
Liam
man.
Neeson, his gang dies, so the wives of his gang are gonna go in there and just murder some people, and like, you know what? If it was anyone but Viola Davis, I would say this can go bad, but it's Viola Davis, and that man can stare into Satan and make him blink. So,
all right.
Like, again, the best part about Suicide Squad was her as Amanda Waller. That was perfect casting.
Oh, okay.
You know who Amanda Waller is, right?
I do know who Amanda Waller is, but now that you gave me a character to try and relate her to, I'm like, okay, yeah, I can see it.
So it's Amanda Waller with Ra's al Ghul. And they're fucking some shit up, so I'm down.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, see, there you go. Now you're sold in the movie, too.
Although I think Liam Neeson's dead.
He does die, but either way, he just transfers over his Liam Neeson rage to Viola Davis. So Amanda Waller's like just twice as angry.
Amanda Waller just inherits the League of Assassins.
It's Davis season. Like, and I was like, the season is yours now, Viola Davis. Fuck, bitch. Before
it turns into Return of the Sith, you were the chosen one, Viola Davis.
Actually, if she turned evil, I don't think anyone would be surprised. Mace Windu be like, yeah, we kind of saw this coming. Like, Obi-Wan's like, really? He's like, how didn't you know? We were wondering if she's gonna kill you first. Yoda won. We didn't think children.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, younglings. Because Lucas has problem with the word children.
And like, as they're saying that, there's like a taunting in the background.
Just, no. Yoda's like, just bathing in a pool of credits. Just like, believe me, you did not. Hose I will buy.
Yeah, that's that conversation. And Viola Davis is there too.
Viola Davis, she doesn't even need the mask. She's just like this third. She's taken over the Empire at that point. Emperor doesn't stand a fucking chance.
Even Palpatine's like, damn, dude.
Palpatine's like, it's yours now. I didn't want it anyway. You can fucking take it. I don't know why it sounds like a fucking drug dealer in Chicago.
I was hearing like, what was that?
I want to thank the real tobacco people.
Like the woman from Monsters Incorporated.
Wazowski, you ever got a 10 in your paybook last night?
And it's not even Mike Wazowski, it's just Viola Davis.
Viola Davis.
This has been a fun challenge.
I know, right? And they wouldn't announce themselves when the Dark Stars show up. It would just like pop up one day and go, surprise, motherfucker, boom, and you're dead. Nobody would ever know.
All the rounds like, oh, it's Viola Davis. Oh, fuck.
The ghost of Qui-Gon's in the back. I'm like, no, this is not what I had in mind. Anyway, so the last two trailers we've talked about a million times. So I see no reason to regurgitate them again.
Star is Born, right?
Star is Born and Smallfoot, so we should talk about this a million times.
Whatever.
So, any final thoughts for
I'm like super invested in it, like
dun. Viola Davis with a lightsaber just walking down the hall.
Yeah, I'm really invested in the Viola Davis reboot of the prequels all of a sudden.
where evil wins. She just intimidates everybody. Now, like, and Viola Davis is a good, well-rounded actor, but she wants to be intimidating. Fuck, is she intimidating?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Anyway, let's talk about any final thoughts. I have none. Go watch a movie, I guess.
Yeah, I recommend it. It's a good week this week.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see tomorrow. Me and Grant are probably gonna watch Alpha.
Oh, the dog movie?
The dog movie.
Oh, finally. I thought that movie was never coming out.
Yeah, it's finally out.
Just like Kingdom Hearts 3.
Apparently it's doing better review-wise than we thought it was going to, so it might not be half bad.
Maybe they really make you like the dog.
Maybe. Before they murder it!
Because he's a wolf.
Maybe. I know they've got the trail, like, they clearly went to, like, a marketing rewrit, like, halfway through. Like, it's like, okay, guys, a serious, like, 300 thing schlock isn't working. What if we make it like, oh, fuck, what's that dumbass movie that Josh Gad? Dog's Purpose. Let's make it like Dog Purpose, but with spears. And buffalo.
And
Revenant for some reason? But
let's combine the best part of Leonardo DiCaprio and
Dog's
Purpose.
That's like saying, like, all right, guys, I got an idea for a movie. What if we combined Streetcar Named Desire with Barney?
What if we
I love you, you love me.
What if we made oh man, I lost it. I was gonna say something dumb like what if we combined Oh fuck, what's that movie called? I don't give a shit. I want to go home.
Sesame Street with Reservoir Dogs. Groucho is like the fucking Mr. Pink.
I was like, I can't remember who's. No, Oscar. Oscar, the guy in the trash can.
Oscar, yeah, thank you. Not Groucho.
No, Groucho's a Marx brother.
Yes, Groucho and Reservoir Dogs. Yes. Marx Brothers and Reservoir Dogs. Time to shoot ya. Anyway.
Anyway, let's go home.
Yeah, let's go home. So thank you guys for watching. See you tomorrow.